Hey everybody, Jatt here to bring you another League of Learning, and this week we're going to be talking about Jhin. Again, when Jhin first reached the LCS, we did kind of a overview of some of his kit, but we didn't get to go in depth on some of the things. So this week I wanted to talk specifically about his passive and how that interacts with his item build. So quick overview of the passive itself. Depending on your level, you gain 2 to 40% bonus attack damage. Every 10% crit chance you get increases your attack damage by another 4%. Every 10% attack speed increases your attack damage as well by another 2.5%. So everything pretty much increases attack damage. And also, he gets 4% more movement speed on crit per 10% bonus attack speed he builds. So that's pretty complicated. What does it mean? It means buying attack damage is the best way of increasing Jhin's damage, and it also means that buying attack speed and crit, while they do help your damage, they contribute greatly to your mobility on Jhin. So to talk about some of the math we're going to be doing in this segment, these are our values for what we're going to be calculating. 1% attack speed, 25 gold, attack damage is 35 gold, and crit is 40 gold. We also have values for movement speed and lifesteal because that's going to be in some of the item builds. An example of just stat conversion would be a static shiv. If you're not Jhin, that item gives you exactly what it says in the shop. 35% attack speed and 30% crit chance. But for Jhin, it converts to 20.75% bonus attack damage, 11.25% of this thing I'm coining as crit value here. Basically, Jhin only rolls for crit on 3 out of every 4 attacks, and when he does crit, it's for a diminished amount of damage. So this is kind of the value I have on 30% crit chance when converted to 11.25%. And also, because of the attack speed and crit chance on static shiv, he will be gaining 14% move speed on crit on top of the 10% he'd be getting from every passive. So he's going to be going about 24% faster every time he crits. So, now that we have that under our belt, let's look at a full-ish Jhin build. Infinity Edge, Static Shiv, Essence Reaver, and Phantom Dancer. What those say they give you is 130 attack damage, 80% attack speed, 100% crit for a converted gold value of 10,550. Then we look at Jhin. He gets 328 bonus attack damage out of that, a 37.5% crit value from the conversion, but he also gets a bonus 32% movement speed on attack, since he does have 100% crit and will be critting on every single shot for a much higher gold value, 14,240. But that's not really the build that you should be going for if you're just looking for damage. Switch out the Phantom Dancer for a Bloodthirster. Now you're looking, and Jhin can gain 404 bonus attack damage, 26.25% crit value, only 14% bonus movement speed on crit, which won't be on every single attack. And that converts to a much larger gold value of 16,365. So this is just kind of a math example of what we outlined earlier, where Jhin can get a lot of mobility from building the Zeal items like Shiv and Phantom Dancer. But if you're really just looking for damage, you should be focusing on the BF sword items and the high AD ticket items. It's another big reason that Deathfire Touch is insane on Jhin, because a build like this gives him 404 bonus attack damage, which applies the ratio on the Deathfire Touch mastery. So this was just the passive of Jhin and some of the complicated item conversions, but I enjoyed talking about it. I hope you did too. I hope you learned something, and that'll do it.